Welcome, my name's Sam and this is the Little Greenhouse Creates. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for joining me for our Christmas countdown, 25 projects, taking us right up to the 1st of December. So if you saw my video or caught my video this morning, today's project is project number 6, and it is a scrapbooking page, and I'm using Keeping Traditions scrapbook. I went through the papers, which are beautiful, earlier on, and I've created 2 of the pages already, and we're going to do 1 together. So this is, let's pull these out. So this is pages 1 and 2, the first double page spread. Beautiful. I'm really pleased with this. I love the flowers. These ones I have put up on dimensionals. You've got a little document area here, so you've got 3 little photographs, and then you've got double photographs here. So you've got 4x6s and 3x3s. Simple. Now the really good thing about this is, if you wanted to, you could use just this page separately and then have another project for this page, because obviously the backing pages don't match or aren't identical. However, on the second project they do. So they look like this. So what we've done on this one is I've taken a old olive blend pens, and you get this page here, the infill is black and white, and you get to colour in with your leaves. Or you could, if you were a little bit more inclined, you could colour in your flowers, you could do your poinsettias. So you've got all of these things on this page. So you get 2 3x4s, 1 4x6 and 1 3x3. And I have to say, I am really loving this, and looking forward to digging out some Christmas photographs to go into those. So let us do the third project together. So let's bring out the supplies. There we go. So the first thing I need to do is bring in my glue dots and put 1 in each corner. So let's do that first. Where are we? Oh, there's loads. There we go. So I'm going to put 1 up in that corner, and for some reason they seem to be doubled in some of them. I'll put that 1 in that corner, and then look, see that one, I don't know if you can see, there's 2 together there, and that one down there, and then there we go, that one. Oops, no, let's do the opposing corner. Always looks better there. Right, I'm just going to move this over slightly. I want to make sure you get to see everything. Right, so let's stick these papers down first. Now the technique that they're suggesting that we do on these is a little bit of splatter, which I shall show you in a second. So it's to give the writing page here a little bit of detail. So what it's suggesting is you squeeze your lid to the base of your ink pad. Then when you open it up, you'll have all the ink here that you can use, and then you can sprinkle it with your Wink Stella. However, I really don't like doing that. So what I do is I ink up a block like that. Then I use my Wink Stella like so, and if you want to, you could just squeeze a little bit more onto your, there we go, and then you can make it really sparkle. Okay, and then you can do the same thing. Now 2 choices: you can splatter it with that way, or you can do it the other way and you can splatter. I prefer personally to splatter like that. So there we go, we've added some splatter. Now you can, once you finish this, clean off your glitter pen. Let's get a piece of scrap, there we go, And what you do is you just do that until it's clear, and it will come clear. It's just I've used a, there we go, it's starting to come clear now. Okay, and it just becomes glitter. So hopefully you can see that. Let's see if I bring this up. Obviously I can then wash that off, or you can use it for something else. I'm going to leave it there just in case. So I'm just going to bring this up in the hope that you can actually see this beautiful splatter of paint, shiny, sparkly old olive. Okay, so that's the first thing we needed to do. Now we can bring in our papers. So I'm just going to pop my accessories aside and bring in the basics of the papers. So let's see, I'm going to have a quick look at what the instructions are. So page 1 is over here, and that is, I'm looking for, let's see if I can find the numbers. So that's a 3H. This is a, oh, maybe it's on this side. Oh yeah, 3F. And I've got 3A, which is what's going to come over here, like so. And then these, or this bit goes up here. What else have I got? This bit is a 3B, and that goes over here like that. Now I don't know if you notice, but because my paper was upside down, I've actually managed to get sparkle on there, which I'm not too worried about. And then we get to put our Christmas decorations on. That is as simple as that page gets, really. And I think we'll find that they are the 3x4s that go there and there. Now, they suggest it's tilted, but because I don't have my photographs, I am going to put them straight on. And then we've got, let's put the papers on this side. So this piece literally goes from top to bottom over here, so to there. Perfect. And then you've got this piece which comes to here, and then this piece which comes to here. So you've got like a stepping stone. You get your 3 pictures. There you go. So what this will do is move over a bit. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, and then you've got this one which you can add to here. So you're going to get 4 3x3s on this section, and then what you probably could do is put that one underneath there, like so. So as I said, it's quite quick to put these together. There we are. And then we just get to add our embellishments. So let's have a look. So these have all got Project 3 on the back, so I know that they are going to be used. So that's going to go onto there. What else have we got? Let's have a look. We've got this one that can be used. Now it should go over like that, so that will have to go up on dimensionals. And then I've got this one that comes down to the bottom here. No, actually, let's do this one. And they're opposing corners. And then that one can come up here. Okay, let's have a say, best time of year. That comes over to here. I've got these, let's have a look. Little flower that can go over here. They're very pretty. I've got a tag which will go under here. I've got this big Merry Christmas that will go there. Then you've got like a strip, there it is, that comes under here. So as you can see, it really is very easy to put together. Now, goes all the way up the top. And that needs to move to there. Actually, no, let's bring it down so it touches. That will go over there like that. Now, all of these comes with numbers. So you've got white numbers and you've got red numbers. Because I don't have my photographs, I haven't put the numbers on, because obviously these are to signify the date. So 1st of December, 3rd of December, 5th of December, so on and so forth. So when I actually get to put my photographs in, I will then add my, what do you call it, the numbers. And that goes there. Let's have a look what else I've got. I think that's over this side. Yeah, looks about right. Green. Right, I think we are there. Hang on, what's this piece? Oh, that's a line. So that goes under there. Okay. Right, so let's focus on the other side. And we can. So that comes down here. Then we've got, what we could do, you could put ho, ho, ho there. I've got, don't think I need this piece. That's interesting, even though it says it's project 3. Let's see if I can see it. Well, it's definitely not on that section. Ah, yes it is. It's on this section. And what you can do is you put it underneath here. It says pull, so you can actually pull it out and write your information on it. So beware when you're sticking it down that you only stick at the top and the bottom, so that this piece of paper can go backwards and forwards. Good thinking, Batman. There we go. Right. So now I've got the remember when. So that will go onto there. Like so. That will come down to here. Let's see what else I've got. I've got the arrow, which you can fit under there. This is where they want you to put the date. And then I think that's it. These other 2 pieces are surplus to other requirements. Right, okay, so this is the layout. I will come back in a second when I have completed this, and we will work out. I will tell you exactly what I've done, but for the time being, I'm going to stick them down. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we're back. What have I done? Let's have a look. So the first thing I need to show you is I've added the Merry and Bright and the little flower down here, which wasn't there before I left. I've also added the word joy here. I have managed to, she says trying to pick it out, put the placement card. What I've done is I have raised all the way along here and down here on dimensionals to create like a cradle for this to slide in and out, and then I've added dimensionals here, so that makes that going in and out, so it won't go any further than there because it's stopped. There's like a stop point there for it, so that's good. That's what I've done with that. Everything else I've laid flat, obviously, apart from the things where the photographs are going to go. I have left no sticky on them so I can slide the photographs in. So that's what I've done on this one, and I've basically done the same literally on this one. So you've got the 4 photographs. I stuck everything down. This is the only thing that's raised. I've got ho ho there. I am so pleased with how everything came together and how quickly everything came together with this. This is something you can do quite quickly in a night watching the television or something. And I'm really, really pleased with the colours and the layouts. So thank you ever so much for joining me today. Do join me tomorrow when we come to Project 7. Take care. Bye.